Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh. And I will start out with some of the adult programs that we have going on during the month of November. On Wednesday, November 12th at 7 p.m., we have strategies to maximize your Social Security benefits. This will be presented by the Blyer Insurance Agency, and it will cover Social Security strategies that could increase your lifetime benefits and key factors you should know before applying for benefits. You'll learn how benefits are calculated, how to coordinate benefits with your spouse, and when you should apply, and more. So if anyone's getting close to that age, I went to one of these sessions with my mom when she was retiring, and I learned a whole lot. So again, Wednesday, November 12th at 7 p.m. We have a Windows 8.1 class on Friday, November 14th at 10 a.m. Rob will be teaching this. You have to bring your own Windows 8.1 laptop or tablet. We are not currently running Windows 8, let alone 8.1. This is an Oasis Connections computer course. Rob and I are certified Oasis instructors. The Connections curriculum is research-based and designed specifically for people that are 50 and older. Each course is 2 hours in length. Introduces a topic related to computer technology. Each participant is provided with a student handbook to use in class and also to take home so you can practice or use it as reference. Registration is required for this class because we do have to print these handbooks, and they are usually 40-plus pages. So to register, you can call the library. A really interesting thing. The Bethel Park Library and the Community Center, the Recreation Department, have teamed up on the Town Hall Speaker Series. So we're trying this together this year. So on Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m., Rick Seaback will be speaking at the Community Center. He, of course, is known for his Pittsburgh documentaries. You know his voice anywhere.
Absolutely.
So there's no registration necessary. You can just come. It's open to the public. First come, first serve. Not first come, first serve. Free and open to the public. So again, that's Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m. And this is the first in the Town Hall series. We'll have another speaker in January, which is Bob Cranmer, who was a local politician, I guess still is, but also he wrote that book, Demon on Brownsville Road. His family had lived in a supposed haunted house, so he will be here in January. So we have some other exciting speakers coming up. But Rick Seaback will be here Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m. Just want to let everyone know that on Wednesday, November 26th, the library will be closing at 5 in preparation for Thanksgiving. We're not very busy that night. Everybody's home getting ready. So we allow the staff to go home and prepare for their holiday meal. And then we will be closed on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 27th. And when we come back on Tuesday, December 2nd at 7 p.m., Ed is hosting a Books to Movie book club. And this month they'll be discussing the book Chocolat, which also was a movie starring Johnny Depp and Juliette Binoche. So it's a really interesting group, and Ed does a really great job. So hope to see you on Tuesday, December 2nd at 7 p.m. Just have a few fundraising topics. One, we just had our Night of Comedy fundraiser on Saturday, November 1st. It was our first time doing this. Again, it was a partnership with the Library and the Recreation Department. We had 200 people come.
That's a great turnout.
We had four comedians plus the MC who also did some jokes. Ing Cawthaler, our very own Ing, who was a guest on our show last month. She killed it. She did so fantastic.
She really did have the whole, she had the whole room laughing.
It was fantastic. So, and we raised a total of $3,700, which will be split between the library and the recreation department. So for our first time out, we were very, very pleased.
Absolutely.
And a few other fundraising items. Our winter lottery raffle is starting actually this week, the first week of November. So it's $5 per ticket. You get a 3-digit number every day based on the Pennsylvania Daily 3-digit number drawn at 7 o'clock. If your number comes up, you win. It goes from $25 up to $500. So they're $5 a piece. You can purchase them at the library. Some of the staff will have some too, so if you know someone, ask for them. I just want to remind people that the library does participate in the Amazon Smile program. So you just go to smile.amazon.com and then you choose our official legal name, which is the Public Library Association of the Municipality of Bethel Park.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, if you're looking for Bethel Park Public Library in the list of organizations, you won't find it, but we are under Public Library Association of the Municipality of Bethel Park. If you go to that site first, and then all your purchases, the eligible purchases, which is most of everything that Amazon sells, the library gets, it's not a whole lot, but we get 0.5% of your purchases. So as you're doing some Christmas shopping, if you could remember to start at smile.amazon.com and choose the library as your organization to receive that benefit. Also, too, the library still has some literary-themed T-shirts available. We're getting close to being sold down.
Oh, good.
We started this last fall. We did sell some for Christmas last year, and we've sold some. We had 100 shirts. We're probably down to maybe 30. So we have Atticus Finch.
That's my favorite one.
I know, who, of course, was the star of To Kill a Mockingbird. The pen is mightier than the sword, which is done in symbols, and in Libris Libertas, in reading there is freedom. So they are, I think they're $15. I should have looked. I'm pretty sure they're $15 a piece. You can purchase them on the website. You can purchase them in person at the library. So very good.
Great gift ideas.
Yeah, great gift ideas. So that's what's going on in the adult department and also with our fundraising efforts.
Okay, sounds good. So on over to children's, I guess. Although, are you going to tell viewers, Christine, about your patch? Because I know they're curious. Okay. So I think you should just share your story.
So my ridiculous patch, which Miss Jackie bedazzled for me. You know, I have a Hello Kitty pirate and then some
like the sequins.
Yes. That's Miss Jackie. I have a corneal abrasion, and I wish I had a great story as to how I came to get this, but I was falling asleep, laying in bed on my stomach, and I went to fluff my pillow, because I have a feather pillow, and I stuck my fingernail right in my eye.
Ouch.
So it's ugly under there, so it's better to look at this patch than to look at my very red, swollen. Last night, one of the board members, Carrie Chizeski, one of the library board members, who I've been friends with, you know, she used to work for the Allegheny County Library Association. She moved away to Virginia, and she came back and moved to Bethel, and she wanted to serve on the library board. So she's been on the library board, but I've known Carrie probably for 15 years. She said, "Oh my gosh, what happened to your face?" And I said, I was telling her the story, and she said that I look like the ogre from the Goonies.
And I didn't know that meant that I saw your picture on Facebook this morning. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I posted,
not at all.
I posted a picture because like this eye's all drooping down and swollen.
You're not that distorted or deformed.
My teeth are much nicer than the ogre.
For sure.
That is not.
We just hope you start feeling better soon. So how long for the eye patch, and how long are you on medication?
Well, I have to go back on Monday to the eye doctor. I don't know how long. I have antibiotic drops that have to go in my eye. The eye patch, air hurts my eye, so that's why I have the patch on. But I can't drive with it on, obviously, and so it comes on and off. It's very irritating to have it on your eye too. So I don't know what's worse.
Well, probably the air stinging it. So I keep it on.
Thank you.
So now everyone knows the story, and we do hope you feel better.
Thank you.
So we'll go ahead and talk about what's going on in the children's department. Things are kind of slowing down. Our weekly story times are coming to an end, but I'm bundled up this morning because there was definitely a chill in the air. So winter is upon us, and that means, of course, the holidays. So I wanted to remind everybody at home about our annual gingerbread workshop. This year, it is happening on Saturday, December 6th. It's from 12 to 4 p.m., so it's a drop-by. Come by anytime that afternoon. We will have the cartons supplied. Schneider Dairy is still very generous in donating those cartons for us. But we do ask that you bring a can of icing and a bag of candy to share. And we'll just leave it on the table because there's be a lot of families, trafficking in and out throughout the day. So we'll just put all the candy kind of right in the middle in a bowl on each table. We'll provide the graham crackers as well. So it's just to remember the can of icing and the bag of candy. And we do ask that you register just so we know an idea of how to set up seating and how many to expect throughout the day. So a great holiday tradition. If you haven't done it before, make this year the first. It's just a fun, festive time to really get in the mood and get into the spirit. So we're excited to be hosting that. For teens coming up here in November and December, we have some pop-up cards for grades 5 and up. Lynn is very creative in designing all these different kinds of pop-up cards. So we thought this was a great time to offer it because you might be thinking about making your own cards for the holidays. It certainly saves some money. So this is a neat, creative way to do it. Pop-up cards is going to run Tuesday, November 18th. Through December 16th. So it's every Tuesday evening up until then, and it's at 7 o'clock p.m. If you're interested, please make sure you call to register for that as well. And then the ever anticipated, at least for me, I'm very excited that Mockingjay Part 1 is coming out in just a few more weeks. So we are hosting a library pre-party on Friday, November 21st at 6 p.m. You can come join us at the library and get hyped up for the movie. We'll have some activities. We're going to be decorating cupcakes in honor of PETA. And then we will head over separately. I think that's important. Families, moms or dads or someone will have to give you a ride over to the theater, but then we'll meet over there at South Hills Village for the 7:30 p.m. showing of Mockingjay. So our party will just last an hour. We want to leave them plenty of time to get over there. We do recommend purchasing your tickets in advance. We'll give you all the details when you call to register, but I do hope you'll join me. I am super excited. Kind of bummed that it's part 1 and they're going to make us wait for part 2.
Well, of course.
But I understand.
Harry Potter,
I understand why, I guess. Yeah, so very excited for that. Again, Friday, November 21st at 6 p.m. And then Holiday Minute to Win It.
Love
on Monday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. Have you ever done Face the Cookie Challenge?
No.
Where you start with a cookie on your forehead and you have to try to get it down on your face without it falling into your mouth.
I've seen it on TV, but I have not tried it.
It's really difficult to do, but I do know some kids who have successfully completed Face the Cookie in the amount of time, in the 60 seconds. So we'll be doing Face the Cookie along with Deer Nosedive, Christmas Cliffhanger, and Stack the Christmas Tree. Or just a few. So make sure you join us for that. Again, great way to get into the holiday spirit. Grab your friends, bring your whole crew along. That'll be at 7 p.m. and you do need to register for that one as well. Then I think I just wanted to mention the Scholastic Book Fair that we're happy to host next month. This won't be happening till mid-December. We're going to have it running the whole week of December 15th. We'll be open Monday through Friday. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up about it. I think we used to do it right before summer reading. I think having it before the holidays is going to be a good change because books make a great gift.
Absolutely.
They really do for any age. And it's nice to know that Scholastic will provide us with a nice variety. So we'll have board books for the babies all the way up to adult bestsellers and some adult cookbooks, things like that. So you really can get a lot of your shopping done here at the library, and we certainly do appreciate it. All of the proceeds are taken directly from the fair, so I can take product from the fair before we send it back, and we use it to either catalog and keep in our collection, or we use it for our winter reading prizes. Winter reading will run the month of January again. We'll have different weekly raffles, so you'll earn a ticket for each book that you read during the month of January. So
that's really awesome. Have you done any of your Christmas shopping yet?
No, I have my list going.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that because at least I know what I'm getting everybody, but I haven't started a bit of my shopping yet. I have friends who very proudly post on Facebook that they are done or over halfway done.
I'm almost finished.
You're
I
one of them.
I have a very small family. I don't have a lot of people to buy for. And so I've been doing it since last month, since October. I buy one gift, a paycheck.
That's a good way to do it. I'm always afraid, I guess, especially because I shop for a lot of kids, that I'll get something maybe in October, and then by the end of November, they're wanting something else, or I see something else that, oh my gosh, that's so cute, and then so I don't know. I'm planning to start next week, so we'll see. But good for you. That has to be a good feeling.
Oh, it is a good feeling.
That's
I just
impressive.
have to remember where I put everything. That's the only problem.
That's the other thing. I know.
Yeah.
I found stuff in the spring, come May. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to give this to somebody. But that's great. The only other thing that I want to mention is, and this is very exciting news, the Children's Choice Awards titles were just released this week.
Oh, I can't
So
wait to
we
hear
are
these.
on our third or our fourth. I feel
Fourth. I think it's the fourth.
I think you're right. Our fourth CCA Awards, and we have participated each year, and we're very excited to keep it going. Children's Choice Awards is an initiative that Allegheny County actually started, the Allegheny County Library Association, in conjunction with the Allegheny Intermediate Unit, and it's to promote reading amongst kids and to get them not only reading the book, but talking about the book.
And thinking critically.
Yes. So it's a great initiative. We celebrate here at Bethel Park with a big event at the end to celebrate their reading efforts. We're going to switch it up a little bit this year, so we're not exactly sure what the theme is going to be, but I can tell any 4th, 5th, or 6th grader out there that you're going to want to participate because it's a lot of fun, and they're always great titles. Each of the titles, I haven't double-checked this year, most of the titles are usually AR, so you can test on them as well and have them count for your AR points. But I just wanted to read them quickly and just let everybody know that we will be coming to the schools very soon to introduce you to these books, to show you some book trailers. Hopefully you'll start reading over the holidays. That's a great time to do it. We're asking this year that you read 5 out of the 10 books and then write about 3 of them. And we're not talking a long paper, but a nice book summary. You know, again, we'll have information packets and we'll have details available, but, you know, a nice 5 to 6, 7 sentence paragraph for your book summary. So here are the titles. 365 Days of Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Wonder won last year.
Yes.
I think that was, it was last
It was
year.
last year.
Phenomenal book. I still recommend it. It's still my go-to book. I recommend it to everybody, kids and adults alike. It's something that everybody must read. So this is her second book. If you're familiar with Wonder, Dr. Brown, I believe he's the social studies teacher, the history teacher in there, gives his class a precept every day. And so at the start of each chapter in Wonder, there's one of Mr. Brown's precepts. Okay, just wisdom that he, you know, instills upon his kids. This 365 Days of Wonder is it's 365 precepts. So I should tell you, it's still going to be a great read. I highly recommend it, but it's not a story. Okay, there's not a plot. It's not a story really at all. So actually that'll be an easy read. You might want to start with that one. Like I said, it's one precept for each day of the year. The next book is Frankenstein and the Antimatter Motor by John Shuska, who's a great funny author. I've heard him speak.
I love him. He's awesome.
He's fantastic. Loot by Jude Watson. Nightmares by Jason Segel. Ophelia and the Marvelous Boy by Karen Foxley. Sky Raiders by Brandon Mull. Lynn has already read that one. I think she's working on a book trailer. She said she loved it.
Okay.
It's the start of a new series. The 14th Goldfish by Jennifer Holm. She's one of my favorite authors. The Night Gardener by Jonathan Auxier, who was our guest last year. So his book has made the list. That's exciting. The Secret Hum of a Daisy by Tracy Holzer. And The Zoo at the Edge of the World by Eric Kahn Gale. And I don't have any of those books to show you today, unfortunately, but we do have them upstairs. If we don't have, there was a couple that we didn't, they are on order, so we will have them available very soon. So please check out CCA 2015. If you haven't done it in the past, now's the time. Anyone in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade.
Wonderful. It's a great program.
Oh, and I think that's about it. So we're going to tell everybody to stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss these guests coming up.
Yes.
2 young girls from Bethel Park High School we're very excited to have on the show. They're going to talk about their Silver Award and why they chose us, the Bethel Park Public Library, to serve. Joining the show now is Ronnie Johns and Jessie Scarlett, both freshmen at the Bethel Park High School and Girl Scouts for going on 10 years now. They're joining us today to talk about their Silver Award, which is the highest award you can achieve as a cadet. And fortunate for us, for the Bethel Park Library, they chose us to service for their Silver Award. So actually I'm just going to start with having you guys tell our viewers a little bit more about the Silver Award, what it entails, the research that was involved, and then, of course, why you chose us.
Okay, well, the Silver Award, as you said, is the highest award that you can earn as a cadet. It involves finding a problem in your community and wanting to step up as a leader to help find a resolution or maybe even solve it.
Excellent. Okay.
So
let's get into what you chose to do. The Bethel Park Library already has an established concept kit program where teachers, especially those of preschool age children and daycare centers, can check out our pre-made kits on a variety of topics. And you realized that there wasn't a kit on nutrition or exercise and health, which is very important. So go ahead and tell
Yeah.
our audience what you did.
When I first wanted to figure out how to do my silver award, I knew I wanted to do something with children, and I knew that obesity as a growing problem in the U.S. needed to be attacked. Attacked. So I looked in the library as part of my research. There wasn't a nutrition and fitness kit, so I figured, why not make one?
Excellent.
And it's available.
Excellent. And I have to tell you, it's already circulated 4 times. So that's great news. Teachers have been using it and appreciating it. Can you just kind of tell us what you decided to put in the kit? I especially liked the cookbook. If you could tell us where you found those recipes and maybe share 1 or 2.
Well, this, for starting out, I wanted to aim for more of younger children. And it's like a little My Plate for the kids. They have the vegetables, fruits, grains, proteins, and dairy at the proper proportions. So we put that in there.
Very good.
We also have a recipe book, as you mentioned before.
Yep, and I think that's in the screen folder here.
Okay. Where, as part of my research, I did search what are some healthy, nutritious recipes that I could do, and I figured, why not make it into the breakfast, the lunch, dinner, and maybe a snack for the kids so that they have something for every meal.
Right.
So I started
Sensible way to organize it, I think.
I started looking at the breakfast, and most of these came from Yoplait. Sorry.
Okay.
Like this granola fruit kebab has the Yoplait yogurt on top of the apple slices, so you can put all the granola and the raisins and whatever else you want on them.
As you researched this, did you test them all out? Were you a taste tester?
Yes, we were. They're all very delicious.
I'm
very
sure.
delicious.
I'm sure.
Especially
Why don't you share
the-
one of the snacks? I especially like the black bean brownies.
Yes. The snacks that I really like to experiment with was the flourless brownies. So it is gluten-free, and instead of using flour, as you said, you use black beans. And
Which does not sound appealing at all.
No,
but when you
but
came into the library,
it's-
she actually brought
it's
some for us
delicious.
librarians to sample, and it was delicious. You would never know that there were black beans in there. So what a great way to, kind of sneak that in for the kids too.
yeah, you
Great.
don't even have to tell them, here, have some brownies. You're also giving them a bunch more protein.
Yep, absolutely. And so then we also put some books in here that are appropriate for your preschool age child, but even kindergarten and first grade as well. So quite the kit, and I have to thank you. And like I said, it has been very successful, and it's already circulated. So we were very happy that you did choose us
Of course.
for your Silver Award. Now, Jessie, can you tell our audience at home what you chose to do for your Silver Award?
What I did is I used technology like phones and stuff to interest kids more in the library so they'll come and check out books.
Yes.
So
So,
then
how did you
yeah.
do that?
And one of the main things I did was I added these QR codes on the back of books, and if you scan it with your phone, it leads you to the Animoto website, and you watch a book trailer that one of the librarians made.
A lot of people at home might not even know what a QR code is,
Yeah.
but I think they are becoming more and more popular. I know you can scan, coupons from there,
Yeah.
like grocery stores are using them and whatnot. So, as Jessie said, on the back of our books, you scan that with your iPhone.
Yeah.
I guess, or you can get the app,
Yeah.
as long as you have the app. Scan it, and it's going to take you directly to our book trailer. So if you're not sure if you want to check out the book, watch the little book trailer on it. And then you can decide, okay, yeah, I want to check this one out, or let me look for something else. So, Jessie, how long did you spend doing that? Because they're on quite a few of our young adult books upstairs, which is great.
Probably taping them and printing them out and actually making the QR codes, maybe 10 hours.
Okay.
So
And for the requirement for the Silver Award, how many hours were you supposed to?
50.
50. Okay.
I also did the animation class for
Yes.
the
Which was very popular.
third to fifth graders, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Out of those books that you have there, have you read any of those titles?
No, I haven't actually.
2 on top I have read, and I can highly
Yeah.
recommend. So definitely a great idea and a great resource for our young adults out there. Just a handy way to, like I said, preview the book before you check it out and read it. So let me ask you, obviously if you're in Girl Scouts for 10 years and you're working your way up, you've done your Silver Award, The next highest one is the Gold Award.
Yes.
Correct? So obviously if you're spending all this time in Girl Scouts, you have to love it. You have to enjoy it. What's the most rewarding part about being a Girl Scout?
Probably how it falls back on itself. Like, you start out as a daisy, and you always look up to the cadets, the seniors, and everybody who's older than you. And then whenever you become the cadet, the senior, or the junior, you get to look back and help the daisies. Like, that was me, and I'm going to do my part.
Right. That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Very rewarding. Would you agree with that, Jessie?
Yeah,
Is there anything else that
definitely.
you wanted to add?
Also,
What's your favorite part about being a Girl Scout?
Probably camping and helping the little
Yeah.
daisies and brownies.
They're so cute.
They are.
So if there's any young viewers out there maybe contemplating whether or not they should be a brownie or join Girl Scouts, what would your best advice be for them?
Definitely.
Do it.
Yeah,
and
Definitely.
do it.
It's also rewarding because if you continue with it like we do and you do complete your Gold Award, it looks great on a college resume.
That is true. That is true. I also have to ask this. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Samoas,
Thin
definitely.
Mints, definitely.
Mine are the tagalongs. And are you still sell them even as you get
Yes.
older,
Yeah.
don't you? Okay, great.
Yes.
I know where to
Another
come.
rewarding part.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, girls, for joining us, for choosing
course.
the Bethel Park Library for your Silver Award. That means so much to us. And like I said, we've had such great success, so we're really honored that you did choose us. And I wish you the best of luck as you further your Girl Scout career.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Recently, we held a Peter Pan party right in the children's department, and it was a party that was done in conjunction with Courtney Falls from the high school and her entire fall play cast from Peter Pan. When Mrs. Falls originally approached me about coordinating a Peter Pan event, I was so excited because that's really such a big part of what we do. We want to partner with the schools as much as we can. That seems natural. It's a connection that you want to have, especially as kids get older and they become young adults in the middle school and high school. They tend to start using the library less and less. So this was a great way to promote the library, to get them back through our doors, as well as to reward the little kids for their reading efforts.
Elaine Volpe at the Bethel Park Library has been working with us. They are doing a Peter Pan party on Saturday, November 1st. At that party, members of our cast will be there. We will be doing some short scenes from the play, and we'll also be participating in some crafts with the students and with the families. So the library has been very helpful in promoting the play and getting the community excited about it. So I'm very thankful to Elaine Volpe. One of the pushes that she had done starting right around the fall was that the idea was that we reached out to some families and they actually did a reading of Peter Pan. And so part of that Peter Pan party on November 1st is a culmination of these families' readings of the J.M. Barrie story. So in essence, as they were reading along, we've been working, so we're getting ready for them too, so they'll get to see on the stage what those families have read. And so I think that was an important initiative that Elaine Volpe really was interested in working with me and with the high school students as another means to promote reading in this particular district. And I'm thankful that she's so excited about the library and that she was willing to work with us as well here at the high school. The show is November 13th, 14th, and 15th. The show on Thursday, November 13th and Friday, November 14th are at 7:30 p.m. The show on Saturday, November 15th is at 2 p.m. It's a special matinee, and part of that matinee is the opportunity for attendees to get to meet the cast afterwards and interact with them. In particular, I had thought with the Peter Pan that I really wanted to reach out to the community and give the opportunity for a number of the very young people in our community to attend what might be a bit of a late performance on an evening. So I'm hoping that's going to be a special show for them in particular, and that they'll be excited to be there.
So thank you for joining us, everyone. As always, we wish you a very happy and healthy Thanksgiving this November. As always, if you'd like any information, any additional information on the things that we talked about today, please feel free to give us a call.
Or visit us online.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next month.
Bye.